Namaste everyone. Welcome to online classes of SRS Heritage School. In the last class related to the separation of solid liquid mixture, under that various methods were discussed. And today's few more methods will discuss, that is evaporation and crystallization. Okay. Then what is evaporation? So the changing of liquid into a vapors or vapor or a gas. So here with the help of activity can clearly understand the evaporation and also crystallization. Okay, for that, for the definition, the changing of liquid into gaseous or gases or vapors, changing liquid into vapors. Okay, for that I need a candle. Here test tube, matchbox and water. Okay, so here for one more definition, what we can say, the process of separation in which a liquid changes into a vapor or a gas is called evaporation. So here for test tube, water, it is liquid. Okay, next here matchbox and candle. So here evaporation, water and here candle can observe the mouth of this test tube and also for the here inner test tube also. Whenever you are holding a test tube or doing some of the experiment in a lab, so you need to hold like this, not for any of the other faces and not for your own face. You have to opposite direction, where you are facing, not to do that direction, opposite. Okay, it will take time because it is, this glass test tube is made borosilicates. You can observe here water bubbles, it started to boiling. See, when once it is started to boiling, here the vapors you can visible, you can see at the mouth of this test tube. Right? So see here mouth of this test tube, evaporating vapors. Right? Okay. This process is called evaporation, the changing of liquid into vapors or gases is called evaporation. So here in this evaporation process, evaporation is used to separate the solid substances which has dissolved, dissolved in water or a liquid. So where we can use it, the solid substances is already there, dissolved substances, right? So that we need to separate. So how they'll need to separate the dissolved substances here. If I took only for water, okay, it's changing water into, liquid into vapors. The dissolved substances such as solid substances left as a residue and water get enter into atmosphere. Water has to be evaporated, right? When once the water molecules are evaporated, the dissolved solid substances are left behind. Okay, so here the uses of process are the separation. For the separating mixtures, solid substances are left behind. So we understood now definition. Now same with the activity, we'll come to know evaporation. Okay, so here I'll prepare one mixture. Here this is water, okay, water and salt. We'll prepare one of the mixture. Or this evaporation process, how it will take place at the room temperature? Is it fast or slow? We'll come to know. Okay. So here preparing salt solution. Added salt, this water, then it is prepared. So it is completely dissolved, right? So what happens here? Though even evaporation of a liquid can take place even at room temperature. Yes, if I kept this water bottle at room temperature, in this bottle water it is there. Yes, evaporation takes place at room temperature. Is it fast or slow? Yes, of course it is very slow. So, if the evaporation process needs to be quicker, then need to supply energy, that is heat energy. When you are supplying the heat energy, then evaporation process it will be very fast. Okay. Next, it is a mixture of common salt and water. So here it cannot be recovered only water from this mixture by the process of centrifugation and filtration. Cannot be recovered by the process of what? Centrifugation and filtration. Then what method can recover whether it is soluble solids or water? So here can be recovered with the help of evaporation process. So we will see now, instead of entire mixture, I will take here spoon. With the help of this can easily come to know what will happen. Okay. So here it is a mixture of common salt and water. So here water can be separated by the process of evaporation. So here salt solution mixture started to heating. Same with the help of candle. Okay. Separated by the process of evaporation. This is done the following process already said. The common salt and water is taken in a china dish. Instead of china dish I took spoon here. Next what will happen? And heated gently by using a burner. Instead of burner, candle. Okay. Gently heated by using burner. Water present in a salt solution will form water vapors and escape it into atmosphere. Okay. Here also it takes time because it is a candle, will not produce the same quantity or the amount of energy will not be produced as the burner usage. Okay. So it takes time, not for entire slow, few seconds. So you can see here When all the water present in a solution of common salt and water get evaporated. Here also you can observe water vapors. Okay. Then common salt is left behind in a china dish or in the china dish. Then once all the water molecules should evaporate. Evaporation means changing, the changing of liquid into vapors or gas. So, only for common salt and water can select or can separate the common salt is dissolved in a water? No. Whichever the salts can separated. Sugar can separate from the sugar solution. Copper sulfate can separate from the copper sulfate solution. Potash alum can be separated out from the potash alum solution. And next, when the larger quantity of salt, what they'll do from the seawater? They'll collected seawater and will keep on lagoons, shallow lake places. Then heat of sun gradually evaporates water in the shallow lakes, and common salt is left behind as a solid. Okay, not only for this, it should be noted that during the evaporation of a water solution, we get the dissolved soluble solids. But water cannot be recovered in this method. Right? Water cannot recover in this method. Only dissolved solid soluble substances. Right? Not all the solids are same color. It depends on the color of the salt also. If copper sulfate after evaporation process, you cannot get the white color. So here can see complete water molecules are evaporated, and here what the salt is left in a china dish. If you are using china dish, yes, here I used spoon. You can clearly observe salt. Right? Next, not only for this salt, I already said sugar solution. From sugar, copper sulfate solution from copper sulfate, and even though ink is also contain colored components. That colored components are also recovered from this method. Okay, that is for evaporation. Evaporation is of mainly for two important things you need to remember in the evaporation process. What that? Then changing of liquid into gases. Okay, by allowing to direct heating. That is of course evaporation. Okay, direct heating and changing liquid into gases. Then what about crystallization? Then here crystallization is also very similar to evaporation process, but few small changes it is there. Same, by doing this experiment only can understand the what crystallization. Okay, so first we need to take, so I used the same purified salt plus water. For this I'll make to impure. Impure means here it is not pure now. Salt is there, water is there, and along with the impurities is also there. For this impurities need to separate soluble salt. So insoluble salt or insoluble impurities are left behind in the solution. Then what will happen? Then soluble solids can completely dissolve in a water. Then that part I'll transfer it into another test tube. So soluble solids can completely dissolve in solid in water. That part you are transforming another test tube. Then remaining insoluble part is left behind. Next, need to heat gently. Then liquid part is completely evaporated, but we are not providing direct heating here. Means need to follow double boiler method. Double boiler method means you are already know one container 3/4 of water molecule, and with the help of support another container we should keep like this. Okay, then we'll start it to gently heat it. We need to provide small amount of heat. When once it reaches to water, water will start to boil, and that heat when it reaches to here, then water vapors are present in this mixture. Then what will happen? The water molecules is completely get evaporated and soluble solids are left behind like this. When once the process is completed, or how we need to cross check whether it is going on or not. We need to cross check with the help of glass rod. Need to dip inside. When once the glass rod it started to formation of crystals, then we need to stop heating. When once the water molecules are evaporated, then this mixture allowed to cool and it gets concentrated. Then after this we need to scraping. This is crystals, you can see here crystals. Okay, this is a process of crystallization. Evaporation means here changing of liquid into gases, but here we are focusing that soluble substances in the form of crystals. The same method, evaporation, when once the impurities are dissolved in a minimum amount of water molecule, then impurities are left behind in the same test tube and the soluble substances are transferred into another container, and once the container transferred, then started to boiling, double boiler method or a boiling tube method. Next, when once the water started to boil, when it reaches to another container what we kept, then water molecules are slowly evaporates and the solid substances will be left out in the china dish or what the container we kept. Okay, after when once the process is completed, it started to formation of crystals, we'll cut off the fire or heat, stop heating. Then after that it comes down to cool or allowing to cool. Then once the process, when it comes to normal at room temperature, we need to scrape it and we follow the another next process. This is of two, evaporation and crystallization. I hope you all understood these two methods, evaporation and crystallization. In your textbooks also you will get pictures. Okay, see here, this is tripod stand, Bunsen burner, and here china dish. Inside the china dish, mixture of common salt and water. Next, here crystallization. Here also same thing, china dish containing copper sulfate solution. Before only I said clearly, all the salt solution are not same color. It depends on the vitriols. Okay, so here one container 3/4 of water and china dish. Inside that china dish copper sulfate solution, and once boiling water it started to boil, in between that container and tripod stand burner wire gauze we need to keep, because if chances to pass the extra amount of heat to break the container, if possibilities if it is there, you need to avoid it. For that here wire gauze we used. And next, when once the process is completed, you can see here crystals of copper sulfate in the china dish. Water is getting evaporated and water escaped from this china dish and it enter into the atmosphere. Okay, when once the process is completed, you can recollect it. Crystallization, you will get the crystals. If you want to get the crystals with the help of evaporation process. Okay. Next, one more diagram I'll show. So here, evaporation, same method, direct heating. So you can see the picture here, direct heating. And here, crystallization, double boiler or boiling. Okay. This is of course evaporation and crystallization. So now it's a time for home fun. Differences between evaporation and crystallization. Along with the examples and process you need to write. Main differences you need to write. And commonly all the points, okay, important points you need to write down. Whenever you are watching this videos, need to write the important points related to respective or the related to session or videos. Okay. And next, if you having any doubts, teachers are here to clarify your doubts. Come and get clarified. Okay. Thank you.